YouTubers, what we are going to do today is we're going to use the new Foil Quill that just came out to make some stickers. So I'm actually kind of excited. I've been wanting to do a sticker tutorial for a while, but I was wanting it on shiny paper. I didn't want the matte stickers, and I think they were pretty. So this is one of my testers that I had. My problem was that it would keep rubbing off, see? So also you have to do this as a print and cut, which normally causes people problems. So that's why I'm really excited for these. The foil doesn't seem to rub off, and it's not going to be a print and cut. The other benefit of it not being a print and cut is that you can do this on any color paper. So theoretically, if I could find black sticker paper, it's not going to be a problem. I could foil hot pink on it, and you would be able to see it. You wouldn't have to worry about the machine reading the marks and all that kind of stuff. So and then we're also going to go over how to fill them in a little bit more. We're going to talk about the sketch panel a little bit. So, and then these are sketch files. So see, they're the single lined files. That's why they're not got the outline. And then this one and this one have both been used sketch fills in the software, and I'll show you how to set these up. We are also going to cut it this way on the mat to use more of our sticker paper. So let me go show you what you're going to need. So this is shiny sticker paper, glossy sticker paper. It's just a whole 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I got them from Online Labels. I'm not affiliated. You have two options with them. You can buy them on Amazon. They normally come in really big packs, and then you're like 50, and you can buy 50 at a pack. Or if you go to their webpage, you can buy like, I don't know, just a handful of them, and they're kind of packaged kind of cool. So this is silver foil for inkjet, and you can only buy. I bought 5 of them, so I chose to buy 5 of them, and that's what they look like. No idea what I'm going to do with them. Let's see. But this is brown craft paper, and I bought 5 sheets. So, and this is pink, and then I've of course got some neon, or some, that's purple and blue. I've got gold. I've also got some neon pink in there, of course. Now, and my glossy paper that I bought is for an inkjet printer. Now, obviously it's more expensive if you go and buy 5 sheets per sheet, but I don't need 5,000 sheets of glossy sticker paper. So I'll leave the link up to Amazon down below if you want to go. If you want to make a bunch of stickers, by all means, that is your best bet to buy the bigger pack. But if you don't, and you want 12 pieces, you can check their webpage out too. We are going with the extremely well-loved mat. This poor little mat at this point. Extremely well-loved mat. Also, be warned, if you get any of the foil on the mat, it tends to stick. But for the well-loved mat, it doesn't seem to matter. You're going to need either painter's tape or the washi tape. Obviously, your foil quill. And we're using adapter A for the silhouette machine today. And then your favorite kind of foil. I don't know if we'll do this in blue. I went to the store the other day. Joann's had some more, so we'll pick a color. They even had black too, if you want to be boring. So, and your favorite. And then we're going to go set it up in the software. So it's actually sunny outside, so you're getting a bit of a reflection of my door. And the puppy is under my desk, chewing on her ball. So, you got some sound effects going on today. Alright, so this is my mat. Why don't we reveal here? This is Arial font, and this is Times New Roman. I was going to show you how to make this sketchy J and then this guy, this filled in one. So right now, if I were to foil this, it's just going to give me the outline of this J. If I want to, so we can open the sketch panel down here. And for the sketchy one, all I did was click this button. And then for the circle, I clicked the same button, the circle that's around it. I just clicked the sketchy one. And these are fun to play with. Now you do have to keep in mind that the foil quill is going over this, so something like this may eventually tear the foil. I haven't had it happen to me yet, but keep that in mind if you want to just absolutely sketch it. So this is Times New Roman. So what we're going to do with him, this one's a bit weird. So you're going to make sure you have an outline, and then we'll fill it in with the hatch. You can also come over here and change the spacing, so squish it all together. And you can also change the angle if you want to. You can also have an offset, so it goes outside or inside. Now, what we're going to do for him is we're going to go to the scale panel right here. We're going to increase it by 300%. We're going to click him, and then we're going to increase it by 300%. We're going to go back to our sketch panel and hit Release Sketch. And then we're going to come back to our scale panel, and then we're going to click 33%. And that is him all filled in. Now, it just occurred to me after I did that, that's not the fill I used for this guy. I just used the straight zigzag fill on him. Just the zigzag fill. And that's why it's that way. Now, remember, the more that you fill in, the longer it's going to take to sketch, or for the foil to actually foil. So, the longer it's going to take for the machine to work. So keep that in mind when you're you know, filling in. Also, it doesn't have to be like completely, absolutely, there's no spaces, because the foil quill takes up some room. So that's how you get it. Also, keep in mind this is a font I'm working on, this J up here. I tried to put him on one of the stickers, but it was just too much. So it didn't look bad, actually, but it was just too much detail to put in a little bitty sticker. If we wanted to make him bigger, that would be a better option for him. So, keep that out. Alright, so, this is my map. We're going to go back to page setup, and we're going to go to letter, because this is the size of my sticker sheet. And what I did was, you can draw a circle, and you can hold down your shift key. That makes it the same one outside and inside. And then you're going to draw a bigger one outside. Probably not that big. Alright, so let's go over to our scale panel. So you can lock the aspect ratio. So we'll make the outside circle 3 inches, and then we'll make the inside one like 2.8. Let's make him 2.7. Highly technical. And so then select both of them, and then we'll go over here and put one. This lines them up like a bullseye. So what this is this is just going to be a ring outside to kind of be decorative, and then this is going to act as my cut line. So you have a ring kind of to be decorative, and then the blue line is the actual line that the machine's going to cut. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go over here to the line color, and we'll make the outside blue, and the inside will be red. And then you can fill these with whatever shapes you want to, or sayings, or you can also make it a little bit smaller. And then we're going to cut it sideways this time. But you can completely fill in your piece of paper. Now, I wouldn't like absolutely just, you know, put it right there at the edge. You might be asking for trouble, but you can fill up your page. And this is what I've already done. So the J has been filled in with a sketch, so is this one. This thank you is a sketch file. You can find it on my webpage. And this just a note is 2. And you can tell they're sketch files because they're single line. So there's not going to be any extra. But you can fill them with whatever you want to. Now, the problem with leaving it this way is the machine loads the mat, and you won't be able to get to this top part of it to peel off the foil. So what we're going to do is we're going to foil first and then we're going to cut. But this part will be in the way. So what I did, go back to page setup and make him an automatic cameo. I drew, so I used the rectangle tool, drew, and then went to the scale window and made him 8.5 by 11. That's what this guy is. So he's 8.5 by 11. We're going to put him down here on this piece of paper to act as like a placement guide. So there he is. So that's where my piece of paper is going to sit. So take this guy, and we're going to rotate him 90 degrees, and then we'll put him right here. So now what happens is we can foil this. We'll foil this first, take the foil off because we'll be able to get to it, and then we'll have the machine cut it. So let's go set up our mat, and then I'll show you, we're going to cut by line color, and I'll show you how to do that. All right, so we're on our mat. What we are going to do is we're going to take our piece of paper and we're going to put it at the bottom down here. This is the very, very well loved mat at this point. So what I've been doing is just, because I have to tape this down anyway, I've just kind of been doing a 2-for-1 and taping my foil down as well. So this is some new green foil. I got a Joann's the other day that apparently is fairly staticky. Who knew? And then I'm going to cut this little piece off. You can reuse this. Alright, and you can either use the painter tape or the washi tape that comes in the kit. And then just tape it down. And you don't have to tape the crap out of it. And as always, it won't foil over the tape, so keep that in mind with your placement. If my track record is any indication, more than likely we'll not foil something because of it. So this is my mat, and this is how we'll feed it in, and it'll be down here. Alright, so what I've been doing is letting my foil quill warm up outside of the machine, just down here on this little metal thing, instead of worrying about it in the machine. So we can put it off to the side, load the mat, then load the little quill, and then I'm going to show you how we set it up in the computer real quick. Alright, so we're back at our mat. We're going to take this gray piece out because we don't want it. And we're going to hit the send panel. Now, right now I know it's doing something. Alright, so you may not have any. The circles normally will have cut files by themselves already because you made them in the program. Any imported file is not going to. So you may have to turn on the cut lines for it. But we're over here in cut by line color, and we have a couple going on. The circles we made were red. My imported files are in black. So we're going to turn them on, and we're going to turn that one on. And all it's going to do is it's going to quill these guys. And then I have a setting already saved for these. It's the Foil Quill. And I'll put up a link to the other video I did on how I set this all up. But it's a speed of 4 and a force of 24, and we're going to sketch. And then we're going to come back and turn these lines off and then turn on the blue line, and that's going to be our cutting one. So now all you're going to have to do is hit the send panel. Is hit send to the machine. Alright, so it's done foiling, and as predicted, I'm so bad at this. I should be better. But it did foil on some of the tape, which means we're not going to have any there. The machine said it took about 15 minutes. I didn't time it, so I don't know. So you're going to want to gently take off the tape. And since this is such a well-loved mat, you're going to want to make sure you don't move your tape or your sticker paper. If your mat is a little less well-loved than mine, it may not be a problem. But I don't think this guy can hold much of anything down at this point. So I have some more tape. So as we peel this off, we'll tape it back down. See, but there are our stickers. And you don't really have to tape the sticker paper down as well. But the big thing is you don't want to hit the unload button. All of this has to stay lined up. This would also be a really good project for the curio, because the curio has a base. It has the base you can take out and then put back in. Alright, so we're back over at my machine. We're going to hit the send panel again. And what we're going to do is we're still in cut by line color. Take these guys off. Now, we're going to turn the blue ones on, which are just our outside cut circles. And we're going to go back to, I have a custom setting already set up. And we're going to change this to cut. And I have a blade of 2, a speed of 8, and a force of 8, and 1 pass. I don't have the overcut turned on. Now, with that being said, we are on the pink cameo. My pink cameo. It doesn't seem to cut with as much force as the gold cameo does. So the long story short, test cut, test cut, test cut, test cut. Because it's kind of tricky to get the right cut with this. So my settings may not be the best for your machine. I don't know which one is more representative of the machines, but I know my pink cameo does not cut with the same force that my gold cameo does. So, and then we're going to put the ratchet blade in and hit send, and it will cut all of our little circles out. And I just unloaded it. And I always make sure that it cuts like it's supposed to before I unload it, just so you know. And there we go. And so this will come off, any of the smudges, where it kind of sort of didn't foil. And for any of these that kind of didn't, you could cut them out and still use them. Or get better at determining where the tape is. So, but they'll just peel right off. You have a sticker for whatever you want to. They don't rub, they don't smear. You make them in different colors. This is so much fun. I wouldn't recommend putting it anywhere like on a binder or like a book that would go in a book bag that's going to get rubbed like consistently. I think you may have trouble with that. But they'd be great for planners or I have no idea. Whatever you want to use stickers for. So I hoped you liked, even though we missed some of the edges, our little tutorial. Please like and subscribe to our little channel. We'll be back soon with another tutorial. Thank you.